It's time for another edition of Live from Studio M on 105.5 Triple M. I'm your host, Jonathan Suttin, and when it comes to finding a bandmate, it can be really tricky. Finding the right chemistry sometimes can be impossible, but when the DNA matches, maybe it's a little easier. We'll meet the DuPont Brothers in just a moment, find out about a little bit what they like to put in their coffee, which might be a little more unusual than what other people do, and how the end of the world almost played into their recordings. But first, let's hear a song from the DuPont Brothers live from Studio M.
This one's called 7 Days.
Studio M. We'll chat with them next here at 105.5 Triple M. Insert commercial. We're back live from Studio M with the DuPont Brothers from Vermont, Zach and Sam. And Zach's got the trucker hat on now, for those in the studio.
Yeah.
And Sam just removed his hat to help the crowd.
That's it.
So you guys, brothers, and so who started? How, like, was Zach the guitar guy first, or what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
He's,
older.
he's
so
the older brother.
You know,
Right.
that's now been revealed to everybody. Yeah, I started playing music, we're about 5.5 years apart in age. And so when I was starting to play at, 10 or 11 years old, Sam was still a kid. But we both got into it at different parts of our lives and different places. And it was, it's just been an amazing evolution. It's an interesting thing that really we started doing this later in life together.
Right, so when you were kids, you
Yeah.
you were just beating the crap. Did he beat you up a lot?
Not really. No.
I'll take that.
Not really. But, older brothers, they have their brotherly duties. They got to keep you in line.
Right.
But it wasn't like a brutal kind of throw down the stairs thing. It was
Right.
more like, let's go play hockey so I can take slap shots at you. Stuff like that.
So, but did you, when he was playing guitar back then, were you thought it was cool, but you didn't
Of course,
really?
yeah,
But you didn't
absolutely.
really-
You look up to the people in your life, and I started playing guitar probably because of Zach, because of our mom plays guitar as well. It's actually her guitar.
Really?
It's very much mine now, but it was once hers. So yeah, I started probably, I think I was like 11 years old, and I'd see Zach playing and stuff.
You think it was cool?
Seemed like the right move.
So would your mom go do gigs and stuff, or just play more around the house, or?
Yeah, she played out for about 8 years in a folk trio, and that's where we really get our harmony thing from, She was singing the glory parts. It was a male, female trio, and it was really cool. It's just kind of Crosby, Stills and Nash kind of stuff, and 70s folk stuff,
Yeah.
Not
What
as
was the
much-
name of the trio?
You know what?
Oh,
I'm
man.
embarrassed. Yeah, it's too bad. I don't know if they really had a name or not.
Oh, that's lame.
Like, I don't know, it's like Emerson, Lake and Palmer kind of situation. I don't know.
All right.
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Right, okay. Hey, how about another song?
Absolutely.
Okay, what have you got for us?
So this tune's called Trespassers. This one's about kind of ghosts and aliens and stuff, and not sort of personal accounts, not like getting abducted, but
Do we need to put on tinfoil on?
Yeah, you'll find them under your seats. Tinfoil hats.
It's the DuPont Brothers live from Studio M.
This one's called Trespassers.
Stories we don't share so well, windy roads will tell. Gardening by yourself, tend to the home your father built. Woke in the night to see a vision beside your feet. vision would disappear. The still of the night would bring a guardian angel's wings. They held me there, the blue couch beneath the stairs. I sat there in disbelief, shaking and pulled from sleep.
You guys find, like, I'm drifting off into like, that happened to you while you're playing, it's great, it's really cool.
Yeah, man.
So, as far as the writing goes then, are you each coming up with songs on your own and bringing it to the other one, or how does that go?
Yeah, it's a pretty, the original writing process, well, we arrange together, I'll preface it with that, but we both write separately, and it's pretty much an even split, which is a pretty lucky thing for us. We got a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And at first, when we first started, you know, it was very much Sam's songs, Zach's songs, and now something kind of cool has happened. It started to kind of be a more cohesive thing we write with the other person in mind.
Smack songs.
Yeah.
That's it. Smackdown. Smackdown.
Wait, so Sam, you actually though were a social worker, is that right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
So
so
I'd still do it sometimes part-time. Yeah.
right, I can use some help maybe after.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So what were you doing? Like what kind of social work?
Well, I worked at a therapeutic boarding school for troubled young boys.
And so, well, that's not funny. That's nice.
Yeah, you know, the way that I said it was maybe a little weird, but
Yeah. So, did you was music incorporated in that at all, or not?
kind of. You know, music was something that I always wanted to do, and it was something that was very much on a pedestal until the opportunity presented itself. It's really like anything else that you grow from the ground up. It just takes hard work and vision and a plan, you know.
Right. So, but I'm curious because Zach, you went to music school, right?
I didn't go to a conservatory, but I did major in music at a liberal arts college called St. Lawrence University in upstate New York. But it was really great. It was a well-rounded music education, you know, a lot of history courses, a lot of music culture courses, and some theory and stuff, although I'll admit, reading and writing music is definitely a weak point of mine. I don't really consider that to be a strong
Some of the
part
best
of my
though.
stuff, you know, yeah, as long as you can hear it and feel it and kind of understand harmonic structures, I think it's pretty awesome.
For sure. So, but usually I think with parents sometimes, like nervous parents will be like, one kid is gonna be a social worker, one wants to be a musician, that they would like favor the social work. But you said your mom was,
right?
well, but your mom was a musician too.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. One makes money, the other doesn't. Yeah, our mom's a musician too. Our dad is a very creative person as well. He's sort of a jack of all trades. He's an architect and a visual artist, painter and drawer, but also is like a pilot. He's a pilot too. He's been flying since he was like 20 years old or something
Really?
like that. Yeah.
So they were disappointing in you then, Sam?
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
And then the, just a weird thing about the coffee, right? Is it seems like maybe everyone in Vermont does this, you put maple syrup in your coffee?
It's a move. We don't want to admit to it though, because it's our secret.
Really?
I don't know about
It's a
it,
thing, it
actually.
tastes great.
No, just kidding.
It feels great.
It's good, yeah. Yeah, we put a little maple syrup in your coffee. You guys probably have maple syrup around here too, right?
Okay,
Of course,
I think
right?
I need to start trying.
So,
It's great.
Could you describe a little bit then, like growing up, I don't know, like what it was like in Vermont? I just picture it like you're chopping wood and it's like, you know, real, yeah.
we have family roots in Vermont, but we're not originally from there. We're
Okay.
originally from this little town south of Philly called Wilmington, Delaware. That's where our dad's from, and our mom was born and raised Vermont.
So you grew up in,
So we grew up in Delaware.
Okay.
But we always popped back and forth to Vermont. I've been living up there for almost 10 years, and I forced Sam to move out to play music with me. So he's been living out there for almost 3 now. So,
Yes.
yeah, but it's growing up. I mean, we did everything but play music together. We did everything else together. You know, we played street hockey in the yard, you know, or in the driveway rather, and.
you mean you beat him up?
Yeah, I forced him to play street hockey with me. Let's get it right. But no, we spent a lot of time together, and I think that chemistry comes out in what we're doing now a lot, especially now that we're kind of more or less adults, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, how about another song? Sure.
Cool.
What you got for us?
This is a song called Northeast Kingdom, and this is about a part of Vermont that is very far north, very remote, very rural. Kind of takes a certain kind of independence to make it work out there, and it's a lot of that has to do a lot with introspection.
DuPont Brothers live from Studio M.
The crow begins calling. I can see a perched on a wire, filling up my head with violence and red. Birds pecking just to get a bite. I can't trust the words on the screen. I can see the swords in the sky, cut it through the tunnels on the mountain side, tugging on the thread at the sea. Be carried by the snow-blown wind through the tunnel of fortune. Flying when you only got one life. Lord knows you need the time. It's the stuff that keeps me up at night. Waking up just to turn out right. Walk around with a golden smile. Hiding needles in a haystack pie. I can see bodies in the house. They've been taking on new forms. Closing on my eyes, trying to hide from the whispers speaking of the storm.
So your last album, did you record it at your grandparents' cabin or something like that? Or is that made up?
Partially, yeah, for sure. We did. We actually wrote some of the songs there too, and some of the songs are about them as well. That album's called Heavy as Lead, and we released it in February, and it was an amazing process. It was very troublesome as well, because we were touring. We toured about 30,000 miles last year.
Wow.
And played close to 300 gigs, I think. And so finding time between touring and to record was hard. So we really recorded it pretty aggressively when we had the time to do it, but in a beautiful setting, and especially cutting some songs about our grandparents who have passed are in their cabin where we grew up, hanging out with them and spending time with them. Just really was such an amazing, rewarding, special thing to do.
So had they already passed away when you were doing the recordings?
Yeah, they had, yeah.
Because otherwise I could see them being like, I love you both, get the hell out of my cabin.
Yeah, you guys are loud and like, stop fighting.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it was really
I can't believe you toured that much, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you want to kill each other?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Working
We've
on
gotten better at it. We've gotten a lot better at it, I'd say.
That is
You
really
know,
hard.
it's the honest truth is that it's there's no boundaries at all with family in a lot of cases, in ours definitely. So it's really easy to just totally tell the other person off without any hesitation.
There's no filter.
Yeah, there's no filter.
It doesn't need to be though, and that's the thing is though, is that it's just more special that way, you know. I think it's made us kind of look at each other and ourselves very closely to sort of observe and grow within this thing that we're doing, because it's something that's completely bigger than the two of us as individuals, and it's something worth fighting for.
And speaking of big, before we get to our last song, your first gig was supposed to be at the End of the World Day or something? Is that right?
Yeah, that was like our first DuPont Brothers gig. We had played other shows where we kind of sat in with each other and stuff, but what we did is Zach was playing with a band, the Zach DuPont band in Burlington at the time, and I brought a batch of tunes over, and all the boys rehearsed them, and we got them sounding real nice. And we just did a show. It was on the End of the World. The beginning of the DuPont Brothers was on
12/21/12.
supposed end of the world, and that's kind of how that went.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
you know?
that's pretty enjoyable. All right, thankfully the world did end, so we got to hear another song.
Absolutely.
What are we going to finish up with?
This is we've been playing all new music with you guys. This is sort of an exclusive look at our album that we're working on right now. Again, we're recording it in a cabin. It's not our grandparents' cabin, but it is a cabin.
Do people know you're recording there? Are you like squatting?
We're borderline.
Borderline, yeah.
No, it's been a wonderful thing. We started working on it in July and it's almost done. But this song's on it, and all the songs are on it actually that we played today. This song is called "The Positives of 10 Degrees," and I know it gets cold up here, guys, and it gets cold in Burlington too, so y'all can relate. This is a song about kind of transition and starting over and starting fresh.
The DuPont Brothers live from Studio M.
veins to move you back and forth again. I'm gonna take my time. It won't come so easily the second time around, you see. I'm gonna take my time. When I'm close on low, give it all I own. Make up a dance that nobody knows, stepping on your toes. Cycling through endless dreams, 100 miles ahead of me. I'm gonna take my time. Take away the barren trees, the positives of 10 degrees. I'm gonna take my time. And when it all closes in, I'll take a shot again. Recognize that this spot in this covalent stabilizing. Here's a little friend. You may think it's true. You believe in all the things you do. I believe in you. When it all closes in, I'll take a shot again. Recognize that this bond is covalent, stabilizing. Stabilizing.